today did not go quite as planned, but the boys rallied. We had a heck of a cornhole showing, kind of, and totally clutch. We ended up getting hooked up with that little bit of a pheasant hunt there at the end, so that was like saving grace because we caught 0 fish today. As you saw, we didn't even actually technically fish at all. So the game plan has not changed though. We're still looking for ice. We're still out here. We're still staying at Watson. So tonight, luckily we're eating pheasant meat. So we got that rooster all butchered up here, and the game plan is to make exactly what I was gonna do with crappies, we're gonna do with this pheasant, which is gonna be really cool. Gonna make some enchiladas with salsa verde. So if you wanna make any of these type of recipes that we're doing in the show, grab this book right here. We got the Frozen Kitchen that came out this past winter, and it's full of recipes just like this one. So if you wanna give them a shot, check this out on Amazon. The link will be in the description of the video. But as we get into this, we're gonna be using kind of the same stuff that we've been hammering home, but catch and cook. These are like the only 2 seasonings we're actually going to use. A little bit of salsa verde, but what I'm going to start off doing first thing is just chunking up this meat. I already deboned those pheasant legs and thighs, took all the little sinewy bones out. I know people don't really like those, but took all those out, got that meat, got the breast meat here. We're just going to cube it up and put it with a few veggies, make a little filling, roll these enchiladas up, and we got a little outdoor kitchen setup we're going to be working with. Should be pretty cool. So I'm going to get this diced up, and then I'll see you out there. So first step, I have the breast meat. Like I said, I already deboned the thighs and legs. I have those here. This tends to be a little bit tougher meat. The breasts are still fairly tender, but what I'm gonna do is cut them across the grain into little bite-sized chunks, and then we're gonna cook those up in a skillet with some onion and tomatoes and a little bit of salsa, mix in some cheese, and that'll be what our filling is. So what I'm gonna do first is just get these things diced up nice and small. This is still super fresh meat, but it's really cold out, so we took it out and put it in the cooler for a bit, and it is nice and chilled down now, so heck yeah. Okay, I got that meat all diced up, and I'm just gonna put it in this bowl and just kind of set it aside for a minute and get all these vegetables in there as well, and then I'm gonna season everything. I just like to do it all one time for this filling, and then I don't have to worry about doing like separate parts. I can just dump it all in the pan as soon as I'm ready to go. But I'm still super stoked that that came together with that hunt, that we actually were able to get that meat. So 1 pheasant doesn't seem like a lot, but this bowl of meat right here is gonna be plenty to make these enchiladas, which is super cool. With all the veg in there and everything, it ends up being quite a bit of filling when you fill up some corn tortillas. So I'm gonna do just a red onion, and I got some tomatoes right here. So I'll probably do like 2 tomatoes and maybe about half that onion. We'll save a little bit for the topping, and we'll be ready to rip. So get in there and get everything sliced and diced. Okay, I got everything in this bowl right now, so I have the pheasant meat, the onion, and the tomatoes in here. I'm gonna season it with 2 catch and cook seasonings. So I have the whiteout and the campfire. So that's like a garlic seasoning and a smoked salt. Those are the 2 things that I'm gonna season this with, and then I'll probably just put a little bit of chopped cilantro in there just to kind of brighten it up a little bit. And then we're gonna take it outside, get it in the pan, get it kind of par cooked. So we're gonna cook it like 3/4 of the way because it's gonna cook inside the tortillas and the enchiladas in the smoker. So we're gonna get that ready to rip, and then I'll show you how to put this little salsa verde together with some salsa verde and a little bit of sour cream. It's pretty easy to do. So we're gonna get that together, go outside, get cooking in our outdoor kitchen. Let's go. Okay, we just made it out to our little outdoor kitchen here. So I got a little butane stove set up out right here. So that'll be sweet. We'll get that ripping right away, get that pan heated up. And then we're running the Dakota Lithium power box to power this Traeger grill, which is awesome. So I got that set up to 350 right now. I'm gonna cook the filling. We're gonna build them, put them in this sheet tray, and then get them on the smoker for about 20 minutes, and then we'll have enchiladas. So I'm pretty stoked on this one. I've been excited to make this recipe. So the fact that it kind of came together with this little hunting mission is super cool. So I'm just letting this pan get hot. I'm gonna put a little bit of avocado oil in there, get it ripping hot, get the filling in. Should take about 3 minutes to cook, and then we'll build these things up, get them on the smoke. right, so I just slid that in a little bit to keep it out of the wind because we're dealing with a little bit of that blowing on the stove. But what I'm gonna do, I have another bowl here. I have the salsa verde and I have a little bit of sour cream. So what I'm gonna do is pour like this whole jar in there and add like 2 scoops of this into it and mix it together. And that's gonna be our enchilada sauce. So what's gonna happen is as soon as the filling's done, we're gonna start rolling up our corn tortillas with the filling and then just dousing them in this salsa verde sauce. So I'll put a little bit on the sheet tray to get going, and then once we start laying them in, they'll be on that so they won't stick to the pan. And then as soon as we're done with that, we'll load it up with cheese and get it in the smoker. So I'm just gonna crack 1 can here, and I have another one, so we'll see how this goes, but I might end up using 2 of these. But salsa verde, sour cream, that's it. All right, so that salsa verde sauce, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just take a couple scoops and put it into the filling. Not a lot, I just don't want it to get it too soggy. But I'm gonna put that in there. And then I have this Chihuahua cheese. This is like super melty, awesome Mexican cheese. I'm gonna take 1 big handful of that and just plunk it into this filling, and that'll kind of tighten everything up, keep it from being too liquidy. And then we're gonna start building these things. Like I said, it doesn't take really that long, but we're doing it outside and it's very cold right now. Which the benefit of that is we are making ice while we're doing this right now. So hopefully some of those spots we found today are gonna be firming up while we're busy cooking here. So I got the meat cooked about 3/4 of the way, and I'm just gonna shut the heat off and just let this cool down. I don't need to cook it all the way. Like I said, this is going in the smoker again for about 20 minutes. So I'm just gonna let this cool a little bit. I have this pack of corn tortillas getting soft right here. Just make sure if you're using corn tortillas, which are definitely better for enchiladas, that you heat them up just a little bit so they don't crack on you when you roll them up. But we'll get to making here, and I have this sheet tray. First thing with the sheet tray, I'm just gonna use some of that sauce and layer it down in the bottom here. That'll help kind of just get it all over the tortillas, but it'll also keep them from sticking to this metal pan once we get it in there, because it will be heating from the bottom on that grill. So. All right, so I have all the enchiladas loaded in here, and what I'm gonna do now is take that salsa verde sauce. I'm gonna use about half of it and just drench these things. So there's some on the bottom of the pan, which will help just kind of absorb into those shells. And as soon as I get these all covered nicely, I am gonna demolish this with cheese. That's the best part about enchiladas. It's kind of a sloppy mess, but when it all comes together at the end, it is super delicious. So start with that, and then I did get the big bag of cheese because I did not want to have to run out of this. So we're gonna load these up big time. Oh yeah. And at least we're outside so we can make a mess, so that's cool. Heck yes, this is looking delish. So bomb that with cheese, and then I'm just gonna spread the rest of that deliciousness on top. And I do have a little bit of chopped cilantro, onion, and a jalapeno that I'm just gonna put on top. More than anything, it's for a garnish, but it's gonna be delicious. So I'll put the jalapeno and the onion on now when I put it in to cook, and then we'll just chuck a little cilantro on there right at the end. All right, so I got these all doctored up. They're looking pretty sweet right now. So I have, like I said, Traeger's at 350. I am just gonna pop this thing in there. A little nappy time for about 20 minutes. So we're gonna go back, warm up, because I'm frozen right now, and come back on about 20, and this thing is gonna be melted and delicious. All right. All right, so this thing's been in there a little over 20 minutes. We just want it to be bubbling, and we're there. We are there. This is looking muy fuego. All right, I got a little fresh cilantro. I'm just gonna sprinkle around this bad boy. And then we're gonna run inside with it before it gets cold. So that cheese just starts to brown up nice, but the key is just to get it bubbling. So we got that salsa verde ripping hot, all the cheese is melted. And this thing is piping freaking hot. Sweet. All right, let's get in there. All right, we we got everything done, plated up. It's looking really delicious. This smells insane. And I'm really happy how these turned out, especially for cooking them outside. So we're giving our trusty guide, Aiden, the honors.
It's really good. It's really good.
All right. So I think those turned out awesome. I already tried some and they were pretty dang good, but I feel like that's pretty good for a guy that probably eats quite a few pheasants, so he thought it was legit. But we're gonna be on the trail looking for a little bit of ice tomorrow, so the boys are getting all ready to rip tonight, and we're gonna get back after it in the morning. So